Welcome to the speaking section. My name is Mohammed, and I will be your examiner for this part of the test. And I'm going to record this for marking purposes. What is your full name?
My name is Mohammed Shabazz. You can call me Shabazz.
Okay. So, Shabazz, for part one, I'll ask you some questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic.
Yes,
Let's begin with your part one. Uh,
sure.
let's talk about what you do, Shabazz. Do you work or are you a student?
I am a chartered accountant by profession. Currently, I am working with NLC India Limited, which is a Navratna public sector enterprise of Government of India.
Okay. So, why did you choose your job?
In my early childhood, I was very inquisitive about finance and other related areas where money was really a matter. So I wanted to join an organization where I could show my skills. And definitely, it was only possible if I would have pursued a chartered accountancy course or a cost accountancy course. To my fate, I landed up into chartered accountancy, and today I work with NLC India as a chartered accountant.
What are your working hours, Shabazz?
Generally, our working hours are from morning 9:30 a.m. to evening 5:30 a.m. 5:30 p.m.
Okay. Tell me something about the people who work with you.
We have a small team of 5 people, all of them being chartered accountants, and we are headed by a boss who is the GM finance of the company. We have been working all together for more than 5 years up till now.
Okay. What don't you like about your job?
My job is something which makes me really very happy. And I feel that the day I started working with this company, I saw my dream coming true. I saw that something which was a long way, which has dreamed long back in my early childhood, is really is becoming fruitful for me today. I love this because I had the opportunity to explore various areas of finance in the core field as well as non-core fields. So I love this actually.
Okay. Let's go on and talk about sports. Okay. What
Yes,
sports
sir.
are popular in your country, Shabazz?
In our country, India, the most watched sports is cricket. It's not only that people love to watch it, it's the kids, and even when I was a small child, I used to play it all the day long. Cricket is the main sport of our country.
Did you learn any sports at school? Why or why not?
Yes, I did learn basketball because we had two basketball coach in our school, and it was mandatory for each one of us to participate after school hours on a daily basis for approximately 2 hours, so that we could be fit and we could enjoy playing the sport.
How often do you watch a sport?
Taking a time out during my professional hours, it's really difficult, but I do watch when there is some series going on, or if we talk about the IPL, these kind of events attract me, so I watch them.
Do you participate in any? Do you participate in any sports at the moment? Which ones?
Yes, we have made a club, and we, as all our colleagues jointly, meet every Sunday, and we play league cricket for approximately 2 to 3 hours on the weekends, and I enjoy that a lot.
Okay. That is the end of part one. Now, for part two, Here is a card with some questions. You will have 1 minute to look at the question on the card, think about your answers, and then you will have 2 minutes to speak. You can take notes in a 1 minute if you wish to make notes. I'll tell you when to start
Sure.
and when to stop. Okay, you can start speaking now.
My ambition to work in a foreign country, one of the countries which I prefer working is Canada. Moving to Canada was a very big is a very big dream for me, and I should say that to achieve my dream, I started working upon it and have been pursuing my ACCA degree from ACCA UK, which is almost a 3 years course. And to be, I'm very proud to share with you all that being a chartered accountant, I was exempted with almost 9 papers, and I am currently pursuing it. My dream to go to Canada is mostly to make my parents proud. They are really, they would be really happy and proud if I would be able to take them to that place and make them happy one day. It is indeed, I am progressing very nicely, and I hope to see that I'll reach it one day very soon.
Now I'll ask some questions in part 3 related to part 2.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Uh, do you share your ambitions with others, Shabazz?
I am a person who loves to motivate others. So I keep sharing with my colleagues that I am doing such a course or such a degree, and I motivate them to to join me, and we can do this along with together, and we can achieve great heights in life. This is what I feel is really important to share.
Okay. Is it important for us to have ambitions? Why?
It's indeed an amazing question which you have asked, sir, that it is really important for each one of us to have ambitions in life, because if we don't have ambitions, we don't have a hope to see for our future. Having good ambitions makes us to work hard and to walk on a path where we can achieve in a long run. So it is really, really important that we take our right step and move ahead and make our dreams come true.
Do you think it is important for the youth to have ambitions and why?
It's often said that children imitate their parents. So, being a youth, it's always very it's very important for them to have a energetic and important ambition in life. And if parents guide the children to a proper tomorrow, it will be very helpful for them. So ambitions are really important so that they can achieve a great height in life and to make them successful. So youth should be moved to the right direction and on the right path.
What kind of ambitions do people have in your country?
India being a very populated country, the most important ambition which people work very hard is to achieve a very good professional career. And in my field, I feel that people try to become chartered accountants or cost accountant. However, in the entire country, there are various fields which attract people. It could be the medical field or it could be the engineering, and mostly a few more in the finance field as well.
Do you think children should consult their parents before setting their goals?
Children always have a dream to achieve, and they are always worried that whether they will be able to achieve the same or not. So parents are the one who guide them to the right direction, but it's really important that parents should also understand the feelings, the thoughts, and the interest of the children's. So there are we can say there are a lot of opportunities which are growing up today. So to find out the right path for the children is really important. So to recapitulate, I feel it should be an overall decision for both the child and the parents as well to achieve the right thing in life.
What can be the result of failures?
Failures are really tough, and it always puts me into a dilemma that how people are not able to cope up with such failures, because parents are the one who help their children to understand that failures is not something end of the life or something, but it also is a new beginning or a stepping stone to success. So each time we fail, we achieve a better success, we achieve a step towards our success. So it is really difficult for people, but indeed I think it is important that we handle the failure in a very correct manner.
Shabas, what do you think? Without any ambition, our growth may come to a standstill. Why?
In order to improve in life, it's really important that we have an ambition. Last day I was reading a book of Dr. Spencer Johnson, which says change is inevitable. Everyone in this earth has to change one day. And if you don't change with time, you will unfortunately end up losing the race. So if people don't have an ambition, they may end up not understanding the requirement of the society, the economy, and for the personal growth as well. So without an ambition, they cannot go on the right path and achieve great things in life.
Why do many people lose their ambition gradually as they grow up?
When children are young, at those tender age, they have a lot of different thoughts about different professions. When they gradually grow up, they understand that it's quite difficult to achieve those. But a right motivation and a right mentor is really important to make them understand that everything in this world is achievable. And you can achieve it with just if you follow the right steps. So growing up gradually, people find that they lose interest in things really, which was really important for them in the childhood. So it's important that they understand what path they have to follow.
Okay, we are done with your speaking assessment, Shabaz. Let's get back to it. Uh, how do you think it was? How did you speak?
Sir, it was not good, to be very honest.
Okay, and why do you say that it was not good?
I feel that I didn't use a lot of vocabulary which I was thinking about.
Okay,
I was thinking to use some words like I was keeping in my mind that I'll use a word called plethora or something like scrumptious. So, but I couldn't get a chance to use all these in my
yeah,
test.
it was fast, huh?
Yeah, indeed.
14 minutes flew. Your test, it it took around 13 minutes 30 seconds to finish. And
Okay, sir.
yeah, okay. So Shabaz, what we are going to do now is I have evaluated you.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
I'm going to share the screen. Okay, let's start with your part one. Okay, I like that you use the word inquisitive. Okay, then I saw this thing. Then you said I was loving. Then again you said you changed it. I wanted to join a course. These two sentences, they don't make sense, right? Now I tell you why this happened. Because when students are speaking, they just directly start speaking. Okay, there are two more steps before that. First is think, second is process, third is speak. Okay, these are the three steps that we have to be aware about. You start with thinking, then you process, then you speak. Now, when I say think, it doesn't mean that you're going to bring a cup of coffee and start thinking. Thinking and processing, it's a very fast process, right? It makes you aware. So what happens generally with the students is that they start speaking first, right? Then they think, then they realize at the time of processing that, oh my God, what happened? Then they fumble. So to get rid of these kind of mistakes, you have to start with thinking first, then process, then speak, right? This thinking and processing, it's a very short uh, process, just 2 3 seconds. Quickly it happens. Okay, and then you said morning 9:30 a.m. Your office time it starts from morning 30 a.m. Don't you think morning and a.m. mean the same thing,
Exactly.
right? So this is
Yes.
error of redundancy. Don't worry, we tend to use it. Even I used it a lot of time, but we have to be aware. Okay, now I don't use it because I have learned, right? So don't worry, just avoid this.
Okay,
I
sir.
really liked how you were using relative clauses. Who is GM finance, and then you use the word when also, and uh, where also. All these relative clauses which you were using to elaborate your answers, it was really good. Okay. Also, uh, take a look at this. You said, I love this actually. Actually is not used like this. Actually is used in this way. The person whom you think is my friend is actually my brother. Okay. It is used to show the reality, but in terms of something contrasting. Okay. So make sure you use actually properly. And then you said most watched sports. What did you say? Most watched sports
Yeah, the most watched
is cricket.
sport.
Did you say most?
The most watched sport is cricket.
Yes, you said sports.
I guess I'm not remembering exactly.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Most watched sport is cricket. Okay. And then you
Okay.
said, when I was a small child. Is a child big?
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm just doing a detailed evaluation because I feel that there were a lot of good points also, right? But yes, we all are here to improve. That's why I'm going to point out everything that is possible.
Exactly what should be used here in this case when I was instead of when I was a small child?
When I was young, when I was a child,
Okay.
right? Then you said one of the country in part two. You think this is correct? Whenever we use the phrase one of the, okay, we always use plural after that. One of the countries, one of my friends, one of my books, okay, one of my mobiles. And when you were speaking in part two, it was short. Okay, it was short. I'll tell you. You said, I am proud to share with you all. How many people are here?
Okay.
Right. So the better way to do this is to say, it is worth pointing out here.
Okay.
It is worth pointing out here. Okay. And Shabaz, I noticed that you use the word very happy, happy, happy so many times. If you want to say the word very happy, say the word jubilated, ecstatic. These are the two words you can use in place of happy, right? Also, Shabaz, you started speaking at 6 minute 32 seconds in your cue card task, and you finished speaking at 7 minute 32 seconds, which is 1 minute. Okay. And it is less. Okay. Guidelines say that you have to speak somewhere between 1 and 2 minutes. But I always suggest my students to finish somewhere around 1 minute 50 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, let's come and look at part three. In part three, you said along with together others. I think it was just a slip of tongue. Along with others, you were trying to say, yeah? Uh, okay, one more thing which you have to take care of. You said having good ambitions. Mix. Ambitions, is it singular or plural?
Should be having good ambition.
Yeah,
Yes.
having good ambitions, it should be singular or plural?
It should be said having good ambition makes.
Yes, very good. I'm 100% sure that you're already aware about it. Having good ambition. Great. Uh, and Shabazz, one very silly mistake that I noticed. Uh, in English, there are only two words. One is child and another one is children. There is no word like children's in English. Okay, child is one, more than one, it is children. There is no word like children's in English. Okay. Also, you said really, really important. Really, really important. If you want to say something that is very important, then use the word paramount,
Paramount.
right? But don't say really, really, really. Like so many really.
Okay, sir.
Then you use the word very good. Again, very good. You can say sublime or you can say sterling. These are the words for very good because these are the words that we use in our day-to-day life. Very good, very happy. We should be aware about the words for them. And I'm going to write down two words here. I'm going to write P as in pronunciation. How do we pronounce this word?
Opportunities.
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 Yes, it's not opportunities, it's opportunities.
Opportunities.
And how about this one?
Dilemma.
Dilemma. The bit is stress on L. Dilemma. Dilemma.
Dilemma.
Right. I liked the way you were speaking. You were using certain connectors also. I saw, however, so uh, you can incorporate more of them. I like the word recapitulate. You said change is inevitable. You mentioned the book also, Stephen Johnson.
Yes. Yes.
You were understandable also, right? It was not difficult for me to understand you. Your way of speaking is good. Okay. Also, take care of one thing, Shabazz. Wherever you find out words like nouns, uh, action verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, bottom line is the words, if you find the word has a meaning, emphasize on that word. Okay. Let me show you here. I'm going to just write down a simple sentence here. How would you say this sentence? Written in green color? This
I
one?
like pizza.
Okay. So here, if you notice, like is a verb, pizza is a noun. Okay. So if you
Yes,
would
sir.
just say it like this, I like pizza. So it's a straight line. Okay. But if you're going to emphasize on the words, it has to go something like this. I like pizza. I like pizza. So the graph will go up. So
Okay,
this
sir.
is something that you have to incorporate in your speech, right? I think your ideas were also good. You spoke really nicely in part one and in part three also. Part two, maybe you have to develop the content, right? Let's look at this. So how is the band given? Okay, these are the four parameters. Okay,
Yes.
these are the four parameters: fluency, coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation. These are the four parameters on which IELTS speaking is assessed, and all of them are equivalent to 25%. Okay, 25% each. I'm just writing it down. Okay, now let's look at fluency and coherence. I think uh, here, I think somewhere here we are. You you s- you were able to speak at length without noticeable effort. Okay, I must say that your command over spoken English is good. Okay, but then at times you were confused with the language, right? Maybe because your ideas were haphazardous, they were here and there. So organize your ideas a bit more, and you need to use some more connectors. Okay, some more connectors, though they were there and I really liked it. Okay, but yes, I would say that under fluency and coherence you spoke somewhere around 7 band. Okay, then uh under lexical resource part. Okay, see, I'm confused between 6 and 7, because to go to 7 you have to use some less common and idiomatic vocabulary which you did not use very much. Okay, some uncommon vocabulary was there, but then something between this, I would say around 6.5 under
Yes,
this
sir.
part. Okay,
Okay.
when it comes to grammar, uh I mean, you were able to make complex structures. Okay, you were able to make different kind of sentences, but I would say try to incorporate more uh, variety in your way of speaking. Don't follow the same path, right? Use variety of tenses also, right? So I would say somewhere around 7 band here. And when it comes to pronunciation, I think it was good to understand. It was easy to understand you, right? But then if you want to go to 8 band, right? If you want to go to 8 band, then maybe you have to take care of the things that I have pointed out, emphasizing on words, practicing intonation, right? And certain pronunciation mistakes also that I corrected. So I would say, mm, so it's around, let's say 27 and this, 6.5, 7, 7. So 21, 27.5, divide with 4. Yes. I think you spoke somewhere around 7 band. Okay. But I want you to take care of speaking part two particularly. Okay. Don't just finish at 1 minute. Okay. Speak for around 1 minute 45, 50 seconds. That would be the nice idea. And the better way to figure it out is to uh, find out how many sentences you speak in 2 minutes. You can record yourself so that you are more aware, right? I think it's a good job done. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for evaluating this session. And I'm really happy that I have a session a day after tomorrow. I hope that it helps me a lot. Thank you so much, sir.